First pitch fastball, foul it off. And
pound the zone and then expand.
The 0-1 taken outside, and
righties that's off the plate like that, it's going to be a long night for the O's.
Try to expand the zone on that one. It's going to.
That changeup is going to take center stage.
There's the 1-2, fouled off. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Judge strikes on the year. First pitch taken low and away.
You would have expected. No question about it. How about that? That
10 home runs to right field. That spells it out for you. That one grounded, foul. Passed you for second most in the American League. Here's the 1-2. And that one's low.
Center field on the line. It's going to be an out.
That one swung on and fouled back. The count.
Left-handed hitters, it's that slider that's down and away.
Here's the 2-2, swung on, and just
great arm speed with that pitch for Springs.
That one taken for a ball, so to just 30 strikeouts. Here's the 3-2. Popped up, an easy play for the pitcher. One unassisted. First pitch to Gleyber Torres. Hitting against the Rays has been a issue for Torres. 177 in his career. Gleyber in his 5th year with the Yankees. Here's the 1-1. And it's taken again. Ball.
Telling stat for that sample size.
The 2-1 fouled off.
Did you see?
Like a 96er.
That's right.
Here's the 2-2. Taken for. Here's the 3-2. And this one driven. But it's going to go foul. Here's another 3-2 offering from Jeffrey Springs. And a weak pop-up. That's going to go to center field. Kevin Kiermaier circles under it, squeezes it, and the Rays.
One with pitching coach Kyle Snyder pregame, just to pick his brain on why Springs has been so good. Snyder said the key has certainly been the plays made behind him defensively, for one. Number two, well, he's been adapting to the up.
Springs needs to maybe tweak a little bit in this first start against the Yanks.
Traction, but he has proven once he gets that traction, look out. And that's why, you know, and that's what Jeffrey Springs has been able to do.
The 1-1 swung on and missed.
Because they
had 2 on in the first and let him off the hook.
Yep.
Here's the 1-2. Called strike 3. Matt go for 13 now all time against Tampa Bay. And Isaiah kind of Falefa's eyes, but he hits .328 away from Yankee Stadium. One of the best hitters in the American League. Then Isaiah Connor Falefa. The 2-0 taken for a strike. And at an awful lot of pitches from Jeffrey Springs. Trying to be patient. And Isaiah.
Changeup, mostly fastball changeup against the righties, but they need to see it.
That one fouled back on a.
Goes for multiple runs.
Here's the 2-2 from Springs. And it's looked at. Ball. The 3-2. That one grounded foul down the third baseline.
In motion. Doing a little bit more of that this season than they have in years past.
Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Jeffrey Springs has struck out.
Team a bunch of those replicas. Cash was asked what it's going to take for him to include the chain in his ensemble tomorrow night. He joked and said, well, going 1 for 4 is not going to cut it for Wander.
Yeah, Ryan, shout out to the North. Back a couple of seasons, he was the king of 3 true outcomes, right? There's another hard shot. This one's going to go foul down the left field line. That one swung on and driven into left. And the Yankee bats have come alive in the top of the third. Back-to-back singles. First by Gallo, then by Higashioka. And that brings up
something else to think about.
Swinging on the first. Former Rays manager, former Yankees manager. That one driven on center field. Straight away in perfect position is Kevin Kiermaier. And Gallo's not going to run on the Outlaws arm. It's left-handed pitching this season. First pitch taken for a strike. 1 out. Top of the third, no score. That one swung on, just barely got. They've turned the second fewest double plays in the American League. This one has a chance. Instead, Brujan will go over to Choi as the runners advance. And Rizzo looks at ball one. Here's the 1-0. Inside again.
Anthony Rizzo beat us. Well, he does more often than not.
The 2-0. Driven hard. Here's Rizzo with the 2-1 count. Springs, and it's driven deep. Back goes to the right field wall, and Ramirez squeezes it at the
7 home runs, 21 driven in, and a career-high fly ball rate. So you start to look at his
709 OPS for Torres coming in. Drives that one deep, and Randy Arozarena could only turn around and watch. First run of the game comes by the long ball. 50% of all the runs scored by the New York Yankees by the home run this year.
He knew it.
And the 1-0. And it's fielded by Springs. Score at 1-3. Here's a look at that home. His 5th home run this season against left-handed pitching for Gleyber Torres. And that one is drilled. A no-doubter by Matt Carpenter. Welcome back to the Bigs.
Stayed behind the baseball and able to get the lift, and like you said, a no-doubter off the bat. And you're going to have
3-time All-Star, but mostly because of his defense. And now Isiah Kiner-Falefa gets in the act. And Jeffrey Springs. Runner was going, and it breaks up a double play. Bronco forced to go over to first. Comes up with a runner on second, 2 away. And he looks at ball one.
now in the mix.
The 1-0. Taken for ball, Kiner-Falefa and Roorvelt. Donaldson just placed on the IL this afternoon. Away and a runner on second. And that one fielded, fired, and got it. Nice play at short by Wander Franco from the pre and post game set out in left center field. Rich Hollander, Brian Anderson with the call.
A bit short, almost didn't make it to the set.
You're not the first person that's happened to.
It's a very enticing.
To the tune of 2 solo home runs. The 1-1 taken. Matt Carpenter, and all I see is Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel Day-Lewis retired from Axie at JP Fireeisen versus Matt Carpenter matchup. That one swung on and missed. 2 tonight, a strikeout and a ground out to second. And again ahead in the... Here's the 0-1. Taken for strike 2.
And what did we...
Here's the 0-2. Taken outside as for a full 162. That one checked, and he got him. Out to right in the third. And this one is drilled to deep center field. Kiermaier ranging back, has it at the warning track and squeezes it for the final. And first pitch swinging again. Aggressive Yankees lineup now. And Torres on the first.
Sets up that changeup and vice versa.
And now BA with 1 out, career highs, and no one is warming up in the bullpen for Tampa Bay right now.
No, you know, at 70 pitches now, third pitch, something else for these guys to take a look at.
Opponents hitting just 222. That one fouled off. Rays defense playing Andujar straight away. And Duhar playing in just his 6th game in the American League Rookie of the Year race. That one gets away from Springs, and it'll even game this season for the Yanks. Here's the 2-2. That one dribbled softly down the first place line, right to Ji-Man Choi. 2 up, 2 down for Springs. Matt Carpenter, he still has a beard, and he's wearing a Yankee uniform.
Yeah, you're right.
Up on the scoreboard. They're not going for that.
No.
Brian Cashman's on the phone right now.
Yeah. Photo.
Year since Matt Carpenter last homered. His last home run came in a St. Louis uniform. Yanks took game 1 of this series. 7-2 was the final last night. It's from Jeffrey Springs. Number 78. Popped down the third base line. Foul. Here's the 1-2. Here's the 2-2 to Carpenter. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 3 up, 3 down.